What's up, YouTube? This is your girl Sage, aka Sage the Urban Witch, and I'm on for another live stream for you guys on today. Okay, we're gonna do a pick a card today, you guys, and I'm gonna let you guys know what the topic is in just a second. All right, so let me turn on my big screen, you guys, okay, so that I can see myself and see where we're at. Okay. And while I'm doing that, you guys come on in, okay? Welcome to you guys, okay? Come on in the chat, okay? And as you guys are coming in and dropping your very beautiful, lovely comments, okay? Just, be on warning that your girl has attention deficit, okay? So in the event that I don't see your comment right away, it doesn't mean that I'm ignoring you. It simply means that I'm in the ethers, okay? I'm pulling down the channeled messages. I'm pulling down the messages that you guys need, okay? I'm giving you the tea that you need to set you free. And so, when I'm up in the ethers, a lot of times I'm not looking at the chat, okay? Sometimes I'm be you, but a lot of times I won't, okay? However, after the read, I will say hi to you guys. I will give you guys some shout outs and say hi to those of you guys, as many as I can, okay, after the read, okay? All right, so come on in, okay? And I want to say, you guys, welcome, okay? Welcome to my channel. And I thank you guys in advance for the likes, the shares, and the subscribes, okay? Also, you guys, I want you guys to hype me up, okay? Yeah, hype me up. Yeah, hype up your girl, dear one, so that the algorithm can catch the videos and people that are meant to see them, okay? They'll get an opportunity to see them because my videos will be in their recommendeds, okay? So if you guys can do that for your girl, okay, for your favorite urban witch, it would be greatly appreciated, okay? Yeah, so do that for me, okay? Also, you guys, I thank you to those of you guys who are continuing to purchase readings from your girl, okay? I appreciate it very much. And also thank you guys for your lovely donations, okay? $5, $10, sometimes more, okay? I thank you guys so much, and it is an honor to help you guys when you're on your spiritual journey, just to let you guys know that you're not alone and you don't have to walk this journey, this spiritual and this healing journey by yourself, okay? So whenever you guys are ready to get a read, okay, personal readings are still currently available for you. And all you have to do is email your girl at WizdomandSage at WIZ, okay, like the Wiz, okay, WIZDOM and sage at gmail.com, and then write personal reading in the subject line, okay, to get the party started. Also, you guys always be aware that you can always browse and peruse my website, okay, my business website, for the type of personal readings that I'm currently offering, along with the prices, okay, and the link to my business website is in my bio, okay. Also, all of the directions in terms of what you have to do from A to Z is also in the description box of every video, okay. But it's very easy peasy, it's very simple, okay. What's up, Dexter? Ready? How are you, sir? Okay, yeah. So I just wanted to put that out there for you guys, okay. All right, so now, guys, let's get into the read, okay? And today's read, you guys, is what is the tea on your haters from your hometown, okay? That's right, dear one, because I'm hearing from Spirit, as I was meditating, you guys, okay? Spirit gave me this topic. So we're going to focus on this topic because a lot of you guys, okay, many of you have moved away from your hometown. And a lot of you guys have forgotten those people that used to be haters, or some of you guys, you could have left behind your quote unquote first love, okay? Others of you guys, you could have left behind, janky, toxic family members that really meant you no good, okay? Some of you guys, you left behind some past friends, and they're still doing the same old shit, up to the same old thing, okay? They haven't grown up. They haven't evolved, okay? They were a bad group to be around. They were a bad influence on you, back in the day when you were in that hometown. And, some of them, hell, if you were to go back, they will still continue, come through Spirit, to be a bad influence on you now, okay? But dear one, even though a lot of you guys have moved on, okay, some of these hometown haters, dear one, they have not moved on when it comes to you, because I'm hearing, they have gotten wind, dear one, either energetically, spiritually, some of them through word out, some of them through a third party, some of them by lurking, okay, that you guys are on the up climb, okay, you're on your level up, okay, this is your season where you're taking back and getting everything that was stolen from you. And then, you're going to get double for your trouble on top of that. Come through, Spirit. So they're really watching you guys right now. And a lot of them, they're watching you guys right now with their eyes, wide open, and, their mouth open, because they're like, wow, dear one, whomever you are out there, collective, they never thought that you would make it. First of all, they never thought that you would get out, but they definitely didn't think that you would make it and be successful on your own level, okay? Make moves on your own level, okay? Yeah, level up and, become a better version of yourself than what you were in your past. They never thought that you would be that type of person, but hey, here we are, okay? So we're going to focus, you guys, on what's the T on your haters, okay? Well, we know they thinking a lot about you, and a lot of them, dear one, they used to always bully. These particular hometown haters, Spirit wants me to let you guys know. These are specific haters that, they would bully you, harass you, lie about you, start smear campaignings, deliberately try to have you caught up, at the wrong place at the wrong time, be a very negative influence on you on purpose, okay? These were people that set out from the beginning, dear one, to set you up, okay? I'm hearing it was a setup from the get up, okay? Early on, dear one, they wanted you to, be beneath them, and for a lot of them, dear one, they weren't about shit anyway. So, that meant that you really was on the bottom peg. That's where they wanted you to be if you was beneath them. Come through, Spirit. So, but we're going to get into what's going on in their life. Because, dear one, these hometown haters I'm hearing from Spirit, they love to lurk, yeah. They love to be in your business, okay? But now we about to get up in their business, because it's something about you, dear one. Even when you guys were, in your hometown, some of you guys still currently are. But for those of you guys, dear one, as far as your hometown, you guys were around people where it was like, you couldn't get any sympathy, you couldn't get any support, you couldn't get any love. When you went through something, it's like everybody wanted to blast it to the whole entire world. They wanted all of your business out on Front Street, like he was a goddamn celebrity. Every time you went through something, here come the tabloids, here come the paparazzi. They didn't allow you, dear one, to have privacy. They didn't allow you to have discretion. They didn't allow you, to suffer and be supported, but let alone, suffer in silence. Nah, they had to have everybody in your business. Everything that went wrong, it was broadcasted to everybody, everyone in your hometown, everyone in the community, okay? Everyone on your block, on your neighborhood, okay? In your fam, okay? But when it came to them, dear one, they tried very, very discreetly to keep all of their shit on the low, okay? But now we going to get into their shit, because, for quite some time, for many of you guys, dear one, they have always been up your ass and in your business. So now we about to get into theirs. Come through, Spirit. So, yeah. So today's topic, dear one, what is the T on your haters from your hometown? So we have two piles, dear one, okay? So the first pile we have, and this is in reverse, okay? That's why I have it like that. It's contract, okay? Contract. It's in reverse, okay? That's for those of you guys who chose pile 1. And then for those of you guys who chose pile 2, we have whole harem, okay? Whole harem, yeah. So, dear one, these particular cards, this is the energy that you guys are currently exuding as far as, your energy and what's going on, maybe perhaps in terms of a certain storyline that is concerning you, okay? Which is why you have some hometown haters that have always been focused on you, and they're particularly focused on you now, okay? So that's just a caveat, just so you guys would know, okay? The energy that I'm pulling, and you might say, that's what's going on with the haters? No, this is concerning you, okay? All right, so let's get into it, you guys, okay? So for those of you guys who chose pile 1, again, we have contract in reverse, okay? Contract in reverse, yeah. So I'm hearing from Spirit, dear one, right off the bat, you guys, those of you guys who chose pile 1, you guys are the type of person where, you have recently come out of some type of, false contract where it kind of hemmed you up in some kind of way. It left you in some type of debt, or, it was a bad deal, okay? This could have been a financial contract, as far as, you working a particular job or being at a particular position or corporation where you were overworked and underpaid, okay? A lot of you guys have since made made a lateral move, or some of you guys, you're coming out of that energy, and you guys are now in the process of looking for something else, something better, something to go higher, okay? So you can, do something that you love and also make money and be able to provide for yourself, okay? And also do something that, is going to bring you joy, something that's going to be very fulfilling. But the old contract, dear one, that you guys were under, okay, it has expired. It's over, okay? For others of you guys who chose Power 1, okay, you have recently come out of some type of contract in terms of a relationship, okay? Whether this was a legal or marital contract for some of you, okay? Yeah, for some of you guys, the divorce proceedings has undergone, okay? And, you are free, okay? For others of you guys, you're currently undergoing that, okay? The contract that you were in is over. And for others of you guys, dear one, this could have been like a contract where, how people, sometimes, dear one, when they see you and they want to get into some type of relationship with you, they have a silent contract, okay, that they want to put you in, okay, without you knowing about it. It's like, they have a role that they want you to play, okay? They have written a script, dear one, and they want you to be a main character in their script, in their life story. But, the role that you're playing is not a good one, okay? You're either the villain, okay, or you are, some type of victim, and they're, the perpetrator, they're the attacker, they're the abuser, or they have you in some type of storyline, some type of contract, dear one, where you're going to play this role where you're going to forfeit all of your needs, all of your dreams, all of your goals and aspirations, and pour all of your everything that you got to give into that person, okay, to the detriment of yourself, okay, where you're over giving and not getting anything in return except for breadcrumbs, okay, and fake ass promises and false delayed dreams, okay. Well, come through spirit, I'm hearing from spirit, dear one, a lot of you guys have since come out of that type of contract, okay, where someone put you in a role, they tried to put you in a box, okay? You guys have gotten out of that box, okay? You no longer fit, okay? You have outgrown some type of outdated role, some type of lowly role or position, okay? Some type of unrealistic expectation that someone had placed you in, dear one. You have removed yourself, excuse me. You have removed yourself from that silent contract, okay, that someone tried to put you in. Hold on, you guys. Let me step out. I don't want to start over. Y'all, every now and then, okay, we get the itchies in the throat there, okay, because we always have someone that's trying to fuck with your girl's throat chakra. So this is definitely, hitting home to a lot of you guys, okay? In terms of you guys having hometown haters, okay, y'all, they don't want the message to get out, okay, but I declare and decree that the message will get out, okay. So yeah, where were we, okay? There we go again. Hold on. I hate to cough all in you all's ears. But this is a learning lesson, dear one. This is just to let you guys know that, the attacks, the spiritual attacks, okay, the attacks on the throat chakra, okay, is really real, okay, and sometimes it happens, excuse me, live and in full effect. And that's to really let you guys know that, when you have readers that are reading, and a lot of us, sometimes we get hit with negative energy. I've seen a lot of readers, you guys, that I will watch from time to time, hubby and I, and we would be like, wow, what is going on with this person? One day they're up and well, they're doing fine. And then the next time, they haven't posted for like 2 or 3 weeks. They're not doing well. A lot of times, people those of us who are light workers, those of us who are on the team of light, you guys, and we are seers, we are oracles, and excuse me, and we're doing things, for the betterment of you guys, we go up under attack, okay? Now, I want you guys to know my throat was feeling absolutely fine before I came on, okay? Excuse me. And they really don't want this message to get out. And I really don't want to start this over. And if I have to keep stepping out, y'all, we gonna do that. So I could get myself together, okay? So you guys bear with me, as I try to get over this coughing spell here, if I try to get these scratchies and these itchies out of my throat, okay? So we rebuke the enemy, we rebuke the bitches, okay? Absolutely. All right, so let's see how far we can get, dear one, before I might have to step out again, okay? We just gonna take it as it goes, okay? We are live, okay? We are live and in full effect, okay? So, as I was saying, dear one, as far as you guys, okay, being in some type of contract, okay, the contract is over, okay? For some of you guys, this contract was a marital contract, so you guys are currently going through the proceedings of a divorce or a separation. Or for some of you guys, it could have been a contract where you guys were in a, shall I say, you were in a committed relationship where that relationship has expired. Because for where spirit and your ancestors are taking you guys, okay, that person that you guys were with, okay, dear one, it is no longer, it's a no-go. That person can no longer come with you, okay? It's come to a dead end, and you can no longer learn any more lessons from that relationship. You have learned all that you needed to learn. You have gone through all of the lessons, and you guys have ascended, and it's like you don't have to go back over the same lessons that you've already done that. So it's time to ascend, okay? It's time to go to new levels. So a lot of you guys, you have ended some type of contract, okay? Now, for others of you guys, I'm hearing from spirit, okay, this particular contract, dear one, for those of you guys who have chosen pile 1, this type of contract is like, it's like I'm hearing like a spirit spouse, okay? This is some type of contract, dear one, that you were, got involved in. Someone binded you up, okay? Someone hemmed you up, dear guys, dear ones. And, this person could have been some type of janky warlock or janky witch, okay? And they binded you in the spirit realm so that in some way, shape, or form, dear one, they could be your spirit spouse, and it would be easy for them to siphon your energy in the dream state and the astral and also in the 3D, okay? Particularly if this person was dating you, okay? Or even if this person was your friend and you didn't know that they had some type of, thing for you or whatever, and you guys could have been having a lot of, bad dreams like night terrors, night attacks, okay? Some of those dreams what we call hag attacks where, you're like in between the dream state and, the awakened state. And all of a sudden, it's like, you feel like, you can't breathe. You feel like something's on your chest. And the first thing that you want to scream out is, Jesus or spirit, help me. Or you're trying to recite, a prayer or something. That right there, dear one, a lot of you guys have been going under some type of attack because unbeknownst to some of you guys, and some of you guys were aware that you have been placed under some type of contract, some type of binding by a dark witch or a dark warlock that had binded you to them, okay? And in the spirit realm, they were literally attacking you. They were attacking your body. They were attacking your energy. They were siphoning your energy, dear one, is what I'm hearing from spirit. They were astrally assaulting you, okay? That's what that was all about, okay? But I'm hearing from spirit, come through spirit, that fast forward to now, dear one, that contract has ended. So a lot of you guys, you may have woken up one day and realized, wow, I haven't had that crazy dream in some time, or ever since, I prayed, and ever since, I put a salt line around my bed or around my windowsill, or, I saged, I smudged, I did some of this and some of that. I noticed that I haven't been having those psychic attacks where I've been feeling like, something or some entity or something was, on top of me, and I couldn't scream and they were holding me down, That's because for a lot of you guys, dear one, this contract with some type of low vibrational, janky ass warlock or witch, okay? That was, using all types of binding spells, domination spells, okay, sex magic spells, all of this and all of that on you guys. Excuse me, that has ended, okay? And so you're noticing that you're not having those dreams anymore. So for a lot of you guys, whatever type of contract that it was, dear one, for a lot of you guys, it'll be different. For some of you guys, it is a job contract, okay? You're moving on, you're getting something better. Some of you guys, you're going to work for yourself, okay? Others of you guys, it could have been a contract where it was like some type of silent agreement with someone that wanted to get everything out of you but give you nothing in return. It was a silent agreement that you were going to be their slave, okay? That you were going to be their backbone, okay? That you were going to dim your lights and just make them look good and, play this role. And, they would put all of these projected feelings onto you and make you the scapegoat. They would put all of these things onto you guys, And then, you're supposed to just be dedicated and devoted to them, but dim your light, don't shine too bright, because I don't want you to take attention off of me. It was like this contract that you guys had entered into, but it was like a silent contract. It was nothing that you agreed with your mouth. But with your energy, by you not having strong boundaries and learning how to say no and standing up for yourself, it's kind of like by default, come through spirit, you went into some type of silent agreement with this person. But I'm hearing from spirit, dear one, that whatever this was, dear one, this particular contract has ended, okay? And so a lot of you guys are feeling lighter. A lot of you guys, in this season now, things that took you so long to accomplish, you're going to find that it's not going to take you that long at all, okay? You guys are going to be on the right track, okay? I'm hearing you're on the right track now, okay? Yeah, doors of opportunity are opening up for you guys. And a lot of you guys are now being placed in some type of power position where you're going to be making deals. You're going to be the one that's signing contracts. You're going to be the one that is vetting people out to determine who is good enough, who is equipped enough, okay? Who is even worthy enough to be on your team, okay? Whether your team is dealing with something that is of a financial nature, a business nature, a personal friendship or relationship nature, okay? You guys are the ones that are now in the power position. You're doing the choosing and you're not just sitting back allowing yourself to be chosen by anything and anybody, okay? Come through spirit. So that's a little bit of the tea, dear one. For those of you guys who have chosen pile one, okay? So now, dear one, let's get into... I'm going to have to probably clear my throat a lot through the video, you guys, okay? But we're going to get through it, okay? So for those of you guys who chose pile one, okay, we're going to focus on, what's the tea on your haters from your hometown, okay? So let's get into it, okay? So the first card, and this was in reverse, you guys, we have Caucasian lover spouse, okay? It's in reverse, okay? So this message could apply to maybe one or two persons, okay? But I'm hearing from spirit, dear one, you guys have a hometown hater. This is someone that is very upset that they feel as though you have gone against the grain. And what do I mean by that? That based on your likes, based on, who you're dating, for some of you guys who you're married to, who you're open up to, okay? For some of you guys, the type of people or potential suitors that you're attracting could be of a different caliber, a different race, a different culture. And there is someone, dear one, again, they have tried to place some type of silent contract on you guys. And it's kind of like, where you're this type of person, you come from this type of background. You come from this type of home. You come from this type of family. Okay, so, you shouldn't go outside of your race, your culture. You should stay in this box that we put you in. Everyone around you is in this box. Who do you think you are to step out and try to be different? Okay, so there, for one or two of you guys, dear one, you have a hometown hater. This is someone, dear one, that, you, unlike them, you decided to go against the grain and to do something different and to not allow fear or to not allow, tradition based on religion, your religion in specific, or, your religion growing up or your tradition or your culture. to dictate and define for you who you are able and allowed to date or get to know, okay, or befriend, okay, something like that. And whoever this person is, dear one, whomever this hometown hater is, this could be someone, dear one, that is very, very prejudiced, okay, on the low, but they pretend to be like, very open-minded. They pretend to be very culturally diverse, okay. But if you hear this person having a conversation when you're not around, okay, they would be saying all types of inappropriate shit, okay, about, people, a different group of race of people, or talking about you, dear one, doll, because you're the type of person where you're open and very culturally diverse and open-minded, and perhaps you're not prejudiced, or you don't have this type of preconceived notion or stigma about certain people like those from your hometown do. So now they see you as someone that is different. They see you as someone that is a rebel. You have gone against culture. You have gone against the grain, and they have something to say about it. But one particular person, dear one, I'm hearing from spirit, okay? This person is really hating on you, dear one, because, however your particular relationship is looking way better than theirs is. And, it's like, they are dedicated to being in a relationship with someone that, may look like them, okay, but they don't have anything in common with that person. That person could be talking to them and disrespecting them and dissing them any type of way, abusing them, neglecting them. But just because they're trying to hold on to this image, okay, I'm hearing black love, okay, just because they're trying to hold on to some type of image, dear one, it's like they're willing to be talked down to. They're willing to be disrespected. They're willing to be, number 2, 3, 4 or higher, okay. They're willing to be the bottom bitch, okay. I'm hearing they're willing to play their position in some type of janky ass relationship, okay. It's not even a committed or a whole healthy relationship, just so, dear one, they can prove a point that they're down. That's just so they can prove a point that, they're ride or die, okay? Meanwhile, whoever they with, dear one, they riding along, and, their ass is down in a relationship because it's unfulfilling and they're not getting their needs met, but they low-key hating on you, dear one, because you have decided to go against the grain and do something different, and you're like, I don't give a damn what the person looks like. All I care about is what's in their heart. All I care about is what's their spirit. What is their character? Come through, spirit. What is their integrity? And so this person, dear one, they see that you have a better deal because you chose to do something different, and you didn't care what your parents said. You didn't care what your family or what your social group may have said, what your peers, or particularly people from your old hometown, okay? Whoever this hometown hater is, dear one, they could be grown as they want to be, 30 plus, okay? And they're still allowing the perception and the expectations and the opinions of all of those around them dictate how this person moves in the streets, how they move in terms of their personal relationships and things of that nature, even though they're miserable, okay? So it's like, you dare to be different, and they low-key hating, and they have so much to say about you. But if they had the nerve, dear one, I tell you, they would do the same thing that you're doing. But they're so caught up, they're so worried about what those around them are thinking about them or what they would think, that a lot of them have settled to be in some type of relationship. And this relationship is abusive. This relationship, whoever the person is, they're emotionally unavailable. Come through, spirit. For one particular energy I'm picking up on, this person could have a partner and they sleep in separate bedrooms. My. Okay. Yeah, they living like roommates. They're not even, in a loving, harmonious partnership. They may say 2, 3 words at best to each other. One person goes their way, the other person goes their way, okay? Now, in public, okay, they putting on a big front, okay? Yeah, they pretending as though, they're in the best relationship that they've ever been in, they cracking jokes, they laugh, and some of them might, come to events and, gatherings and shit, dressing alike, okay? They got the same colors, they wearing the same colors, it's all, posturing, lights, camera, action. Let's put on this front and pretend as though, we are a united front. And then no sooner than when they're in a car together, they can't stand each other and they cussing each other out, they arguing, or they giving each other the, stonewall, the silent treatment, okay? But when there are people around, when there's an audience, You guys got people from your hometown haters. They will definitely put on the show and make it seem like they're in the best relationship, okay? And aren't you just jealous of them? Don't you want to be like them? And it's like, hell no, because y'all faking and you fronting and you flexing. Come through, spirit, okay? So yeah, dear one, let's get some more of the tea on your haters from your hometown, okay? Let's get some more of the tea, dear one, okay? That one wanted to come out. All right, let's see. This one was in reverse, dear one. It says the dark forces are afraid of your power, okay? Yeah, dear one, a lot of you guys, you have people from your hometown haters. And a lot of these people, dear one, it's like they're so low vibrational that they allow entities, low vibrational entities, energy, spirits, and beings, use them, inhabit them. They allow the spirit of jealousy to really take a hold of them, They allow the spirit of, trying to bully you or trying to humble you, even from, very early on, dear one, even before you were really, popped out and showing your true full potential of who you would become, okay? A lot of you guys were just showing little itty bitty glimpses of what you would become, okay? And you had people, dear one, that were threatened of you from the start, okay? They could have been threatened about something about your beauty, or for a lot of you guys, your voice, okay? And, the voice situation, the voice thing has come up a lot, okay? Even as your girl Sage is, someone under an attack right now, some type of spiritual attack where someone is trying to close down my throat chakra. They don't want the message to get out, but the message will get out. And a lot of you guys similarly, dear one, based on who you are and how you have a very powerful influence and you have a strong air of communication where people listen to what you have to say and they're always there to pick up what you're putting down. You guys have had people from your hometown. It's like they have been taken over by dark entities where, even back in the day, dear one, they were doing things to try to silence you. They were doing things to try to, make you feel bad about yourself, not have any type of confidence, okay? Suffer from low self-esteem and low body image and body confidence and things of that nature. It's like they wanted to shut you down before you even had a chance to get out into the world and speak, okay? To show up for yourself and to, be a powerful voice for yourself. And then later on down the line, dear one, become a powerful influence and a voice for other people like you, okay? To show them the way, to say, hey, I'm an overcomer. I overcame this and that. And if I can do it, you can do it too. So a lot of you guys, dear one, you have haters from your hometown, okay? As quiet as it's kept, dear one, these particular people, they were haters from the start, okay? They were taken over by dark entities from the start. They were wicked. They had a wicked heart. They had green-eyed envy, dear one, from the start. And very early on, before you guys came into who you would fully become, okay? They set out to hate you. They set out to set you up in situations where you would be compromised in some way, shape, or form, dear one. These are the particular haters that you guys have, and they're watching you now, okay? Is what I'm hearing from spirit. All right, dear one, let's get some more tea, okay? What's the tea, dear one, on your haters from your hometown, okay? Abortion wanted to come out, okay? There could be someone, dear one, that's a hometown hater. This person could have, had some type of procedure where, they decided not to have their child or children, dear one. And they could be looking at you, dear one, okay, sitting back in the cut watching you. And they're very jealous and envious of the woman and of the mother that you have become. For some of them, dear one, it's to the point where they just knew that, you were going to suffer. They knew that you were going to be in poverty. They knew that you were going to struggle. But dear one, excuse me, I'm hearing from spirit that you made a liar out of this person. You are a very, very good mother for some of you guys out there. You're a very good father. And for some of you guys, I'm hearing from spirit, you are more of a mother, a loving mother than this person ever will be or ever could be. Okay, that's for somebody. All right. All right, come through spirit. Let's see. What is the tea on your haters from your hometown? And dear one, this also applies to you guys. Even if you are away from your hometown, like you guys have relocated, or even if you're still there in your hometown, okay? And for those of you guys where you're still in your hometown, Spirit says, fret not. It's only temporary, okay? You're soon to be coming out of that hometown, out of that place, out of that location, okay? Dear one, something could have happened. You could have had a setback, okay? And it's a temporary setback, I'm hearing from spirit, where you had to hit a reset. You're getting yourself back together again as far as your finances and things of that nature. But I'm hearing from spirit, it's not going to be permanent. It's not going to be for a long time. But even for those of you guys who are still currently in your hometown because you've had to come back for one reason or another, okay, spirit is saying, you still have these type of people around you, dear one, and they're watching you like you're some type of goddamn celebrity. Now they'll never give you your flowers. Some of them, dear one, they won't even give you a compliment. They act like trying to give you a compliment is like somebody trying to pull their goddamn teeth out their mouth, okay? That's how envious they are of you, okay? That's how threatened they are of you. You could walk outside. You could walk out your room. You can walk into the living room in front of that particular person or out into that community, out into that neighborhood in your hometown. And motherfuckers act like, they just have seen a ghost, okay? They act like, they gonna go to jail if they tell you that you look good, that you look nice, if they're gonna give you a compliment. They can't do it, okay? And this will let you know, dear one, who those haters are. For those of you guys who are currently in your hometown, you may come out, go to a family gathering, you may hang out with some of your, old, acquaintances, old friends, they want to be around your ass, but for the wrong reason. So, you decide that you want to go. Then all of a sudden, as soon as you get there, they want to ignore you. They want to ghost you, or they want to make you the butt of the jokes, or you're looking good, but they can't tell you that you look good. Oh, no, they can't do that. But they will go out of their way to want to scan you up and down and try to find something wrong with you so they can bring it to your attention, okay? That's when dear one, that's this motherfucker right here, okay? This is your hater from your hometown, okay? That's for somebody. Because a lot of you guys, you have been doubting yourself like, well, damn, I know I'm doing something, this job is hitting, I'm doing well, I'm stacking paper, I'm looking good, I've lost a significant amount of weight, or for the fellas, I put on my gains, I'm doing good. For others of you guys, I've cut out a certain vice or addiction or affliction, I'm clean now, I'm sober now, I've turned over a new lease on life. And motherfuckers act like, it ain't no big deal, whatever, They don't even want to give you your flowers. They don't want to say, wow, that would have been so difficult for me to do. I'm so proud of you, keep going. Nah, these are the same motherfuckers that act like you the same person going through the same shit. And they'll even try to tempt you to lure you back in to whatever type of vice that you have, fought your way out of, okay? This, dear one, is the goddamn happiness hater and also the hometown hater, dear one, that's around you at this time. And this is why Spirit is saying, for those of you guys who are still there, it's only temporary, boo. You're coming up out of that, okay? That's for somebody. All right. And the next card, come through, Spirit. The next particular message we have, you guys, this was in reverse, okay? We have parents, okay? It's in reverse. Dear one, for some of you guys, okay, your number one op, your number one hometown hater is a parent, okay? It's someone that, has been hating on you for quite some time, but they do it on the low. They do it in terms of, trying to hide the fact that, they're envious or jealous of you. They'll give you advice that's, the wrong advice. It's the type of advice that will set you back, okay? It's a type of advice that would get you to doubt yourself. It's a type of advice where, they don't really want you to go forward. They don't really want you to move. They don't really want you to elevate. They want you to stay around them because they need to feel needed. They need to feel as though, they still have you under their thumb. And it's like they don't care how old you are. It's like they still see you and they still want to perceive you or see you as that person that was like an 8-year-old or a 12-year-old that can't even tie your own goddamn shoe. And some of you guys, hey, a lot of you guys, you grown, okay? Some of you guys, you grown, you a mommy now. You grown, you a father now. You have a child. You have someone that's, you're responsible for, that you've taken care of. But yeah, whoever this janky ass parent is, dear one, they still want to treat you like you a child and like, you can't even tie your own goddamn shoe, okay? Yeah, it's giving, they need to grow up and they need to find something to do and they need to cut the apron strings, dear one, and turn you loose, let you be, okay? This is someone, dear one, from your hometown. Whether you guys are still currently in your hometown or whether you're away, it's like they will never give you a compliment. And when people bring up your name and ask about you, dear one, it's like they always have something negative to say, okay? You could have just graduated and got a degree or certification. You could have just gotten a promotion. You could have just landed a very beautiful, healthy, harmonious relationship, after you just got out of a toxic one, okay? Again, you could have done something, some type of level up, to your physical aesthetics or, some type of personal development, okay? They'll never give you credit for that. But then behind your back, it's like they'll try to get credit for it so that it'll give them a boost, okay? So that they can get some clout off of it. Yeah, you know, Lisa, she finally did this, she doing this, da da da. But they'll never call you and tell you, or they'll never tell you in your face that, you know, they told such and such about you and that they're very proud of you and, you know, to keep up the good work, okay? This is this particular parent, dear one. This is someone, dear one, that for quite some time, you know, this mofo, whoever she or he is, you know, they have been competing with you, you know, and this is a goddamn shame because, you know, parents are supposed to, you know, want to see their children and grow up to be adult. They should want to see their adult children be better than them, do better than them, or stand on their shoulders and go further. They're supposed to want to give them, you know, the keys to life, the keys to success so that they won't have to struggle. But I'm hearing from Spirit, dear one, whoever this hometown hater is that happens to be a parent, they have gone out of their way, dear one, to set you up for failure, to set you up where you have to struggle. It's like they have some type of bitterness and contempt towards you. Like they struggle. They feel like, hey, I struggled. I got it out the mud. Hell, you got to get it too. It's like they don't want you to do better. They want you to do worse than them. They want you to struggle. And then they want to sit back and watch it. Okay, this is someone they want, you know, is giving, you know, emotional and mentally unwell. Okay, that's what it's giving. Okay. Come through, Spirit. So what's the tea on your haters, dear one? What is the tea on your haters from your hometown? Okay, let's get a little bit more tea, you guys. Okay, after the read, I'm gonna have to get me some tea. Okay, yeah. Okay, we have vacate. This was in reverse, you guys. We have vacate, get away, relax, and have fun. Okay, it's in reverse. Yeah, dear one, there you guys have a happiness hater. For some of you guys, it could be a group of people. And they're very envious of you, dear one, because they see that your lifestyle is so much different than theirs, where you guys actually, you know, get an opportunity to enjoy some free time, some downtime, okay? Perhaps you guys have a job or you have a business where you're in control of your time. You have a little bit more flex time. You're more autonomous, you know? Some of you guys, hell, if you want to, you could take a nap in the afternoon, okay? At your hours, you decide where you want to work. You know, maybe one day you want to work at the coffee shop, the next day, you know, you want to go to, you know, some type of communal office, you know, in downtown where you live. Okay, the next day, hell, you might be on a vacation or weekend getaway with your babe, your boo, your spouse, or whatever, and you can work there. Okay, so it's something about your creativity, your flex, the responsibility that you guys have, but yet you're still able to carve out some type of balance, like work-life balance. You're still able to have some downtime, okay? And you're still able to have a lot of freedom over your time and still get the job done, okay? You guys could be in some type of leadership position, or you guys could, you know, be in some type of position where even if you're working in corporate America, okay, because you have garnered a lot of, faith and, you know, trust in whoever these people are. They put a lot of faith and trust in you because you're a very, you know, hard worker. You know, you meet the quota, you're over and beyond, you're very professional, you're very competent, and they've given you a lot of flex. They've given you a lot of creativity. Or for some of you guys, you have a job that requires you to travel. You guys have some happiness haters. You know, it's like they're stuck in a rut, okay? Whatever type of job they're doing, dear one, it's like they feel like they're a slave. They feel it's like they don't have any air to breathe, okay? It's like they're doing the same thing over. They're stuck in a cycle where they're overworked and underpaid, and it's like they look at you, dear one, and they see that your life is so different. And this could be, you know, dear one, a happiness hater that for quite some time they used to mock you, they used to tease you, dear one. They used to say that you would never amount to anything, you would never be anybody, okay? And you know, you were the most voted for, that, you know, you was going to be stuck in a rut, in a dead-end job, in a dead-end relationship, in a dead-end situation. But, you know, really, dear one, that death curse that they spoke over you, dear one, it really ricocheted back onto them, okay? And they're living that very same type of life that they would always try to speak into you guys and say that this would be what you would be doing. This is how your life would be. This is now happening to this person, okay? I'm hearing they're very tired, dear one. They're very worn out. They hate what they do, but they're from the, you know, the type of mentality that, you know, life is not supposed to be fun. They're from the mentality, dear one. They have been taught that life is supposed to be a struggle. You know, you're supposed to get it out of the mud. You know, you're supposed to hate your job. Okay. You know, who do you think you are? Jobs is not to be liked. Jobs is, you're not working to have fun. You know, you working to pay bills. So this is someone, dear one, it's like they grew up on this mentality that It was always supposed to be about a struggle. It was always supposed to be about, doing things the hard way, working hard, and not smart, okay? And when they look at you, dear one, it's like they hold this sense of contempt. And many of you guys, they're holding this sense of contempt because there is something, come through spirit, there is something that you guys are doing where it's very much so unorthodox, is out the box. So, you guys could be making money online. None of them have done that. People in your raggedy ass hometown, these haters here, they're still doing the same old shit. Some of them, it's like they're still living in the Stone Ages, okay? They don't know nothing about how you can make money online, They don't know how it's possible to make money on social media. They don't know how it's possible to create your own business, or it's possible to, do something where you're making money doing something that you love, or you're providing a product and a service to people and you're helping people. And, it's something that you love, that you look forward to getting up every day to do that thing. They don't know nothing about that, dear one. So when they see you, because they lurking, come through spirit, you need to know that, okay? And when they look at you, dear one, or when they hear about you, or when they're snooping, okay, looking for shit, and they finding shit that's making them mad, it's making them angry. So they really need to mind their fucking business, because the more that they pry, the more they end up eating their motherfucking heart out, because you're living a life, dear one, that they could never dream of. You're living a life, dear one, where they would never have the balls to do that, because again, this is the type of people, your hometown haters, dear one, is like they're stuck in some type of old timeline where they care so much about what other people think about them. They don't know how to do things in a new way and in advanced way, okay? Some of them, dear one, they think that all social media and technology is, dear one, is to, just work for their particular boss, or do what their boss wants them to do, or, be on Facebook showing somebody ugly, raggedy ass pictures, okay? But they don't know anything beyond that. So when they see you guys doing something very different and out the box, oh my God, they hate that. They hate that, dear one. This bitch over here making her own hours. What? This bitch only worked 3 or 4 days out the week, and she's still making money like she working, 7 days a week and overtime. How in the fuck is this? Okay. Oh, she getting clout now. She getting influence. Okay. People actually paying her to do this and to do that. Hell, I used to try to, trick her to do it for me for free. She actually getting paid to do this? Oh, dear one, y'all got some haters out there, I say. I say they hating. Now, some of them, dear one, they sitting back in the cut now, and they watching you. And it's like they're trying to glean off of you. They want to get your blueprint, but at the same time, remember now, they don't want to give you credit. But they're like, oh, well, hell, if Lisa could do it, hell, I could do it too. If JoJo could do it, I could do it too. But no, ho, you can't do it. You can't do what my collective doing, because you ain't got what they got, so you're not going to get what they getting, bitch, okay? You ain't got the sauce to be the boss, okay? You ain't got the skills to pay the bills like they do, okay? So quit trying to be a goddamn copycat and do your own thing, ho. Stay in your lane. Stay in your own lane, okay? Yeah, they hating, dear one, your hometown haters, because they really want to be you. They really want to do what you're doing. It really hates to admit, dear one, that they're inspired by you and what you're doing. But it's too much like right to admit that they've been wrong, to admit that they've been wrong about you, to admit that they've been pegged wrong, okay? It's too much like right, dear one, to admit that deep down inside they always have been envious of you and threatened of you and hated to see that, you would one day rise up and, supersede them and go over their head. They don't want to admit that, dear one. Some of them, they're going to take it to their grave, okay? But they are definitely a hometown hater, okay? I'm going to give you guys a few more cards, you guys, and then we're going to move on to pile 2, okay? What's the tea on your happiness haters, okay? That one wanted to come through spirit. This one was in reverse, guys, okay? It says boundaries, disrespectful, enough is enough, defend yourself, okay? Yeah, it's in reverse, dear one. You guys have a lot of hometown haters, dear one. I'm hearing from spirit. They're very shocked and surprised that you guys are different now, that now you guys have learned how to put your foot down. You have boundaries. You could have been the type of person, dear one, when you were around these people in your hometown, you could have been, very quiet. You're the type of person where, back in the day, you didn't want to rock the boat, you didn't like confrontation, all of that kind of rah-rah shit, that made you nervous. That made your stomach upset, okay? That gave you a headache. That made you anxious. That made you lose sleep. sleep. And so based on your sensitivities, people took this as a weakness, and they tried to go out of their way to bully you. They tried to go out of their way to overstep their boundaries. They tried to go out of their way to volunteer your time and your energy on their behalf, because they felt as though you was never gonna speak up and say nothing about it. You was never gonna tell them no. Okay. But to now, dear one, a lot of them, they're feeling kind of bitter now, because a lot of them, they have taken on that role that you yourself used to have. Okay. I'm hearing, you used to be the black sheep. Okay. And a lot of you guys have moved up out of that role that people place you in. You ain't nobody's goddamn black sheep. Okay. You just are who you are. Okay. You ain't nobody's goddamn scapegoat. But whoever this particular hometown hater is, they have now taken place of being, the black sheep or the scapegoat, dear one, that once upon a time you used to be. And so, they talked a lot of shit, and they laughed when people mocked you. They laughed when, everybody would gang up against you, whether it be your friend group or people in the neighborhood or people in your family. Oh, they just thought it was funny. They just thought it was comedy relief. Okay. Yeah. They thought it was, hey, it's Tubi time. Let me get my popcorn. Let me see the show. Yeah. It was all good in the motherfucking neighborhood, dear one, when it was happening to you. But now that it's happening to them, dear one, they ain't laughing now. And a lot of them on the low, I'm hearing from spirit, come through spirit, they're looking at you guys and they're trying to figure out, when was the exact time, when was the exact moment that you guys developed a backbone, or you hit your enough is enough moment, and you said hell no, and you decided to choose yourself over those people, and particularly over that one that's now looking at you. Okay. They're trying to figure out, well, what was the moment, what was the time when Lisa put her foot down? You, Lisa, what was the moment, what was the time when JoJo said, hell no, get it for yourself, hell no, do it yourself, hell no, I ain't got the money, I got it for me, bitch, but I ain't got it for you. You got 24 hours in a day just like me. You better get it the best way you can, or God bless, you better get your ass out of my motherfucking face. Come through spirit. Yeah. So come through spirit. Some of them are even reliving moments. They're reliving times when you may have had a disagreement, an altercation. For some of you guys, hell, you might have had a knockdown, drag out fight, and you got the last word, and they still ruminating on, yeah, I remember, back in 2020 when this bitch told me this and this hoe told me that, and if I had another chance, I would do this and I would do that. But you know what, hoe, this ain't Biggie, and you ain't getting another chance. Get the fuck out of here. Okay. So dear one, you guys have a hometown hater. They're very upset over the fact that when you left and you bossed up and now you have a backbone, now you know how to say no. Life is treating you better, okay? Now you have, different options. You have people, dear one, that want to come into your world and treat you with respect, okay? They know that they can't, play you like boo-boo the fool. They know they can't step over your boundaries because you're not having it, okay? And they also know, dear one, that you would never allow anyone to put you back in a lowly position to be, somebody's goddamn scapegoat, okay? Somebody's punching bag, okay? Somebody's black sheep. But whoever this person is, dear one, that is a happiness hater, they have taken your place. For some of you guys, this could be a family member, okay, that is a hometown hater. This could be a sibling. This could be someone where, dear one, where you would compare to this person and, they could do no wrong. And this particular person, this hometown hater, they could be, the golden child. Okay, that is your sibling, or the golden child that is your cousin, or something like that. A golden child that is the family friend, or the neighborhood Chico, the neighborhood guy that you, for whatever reason, dear one, used to always be pitted against and judged by and, compared to. Well, there's been a changing of the guard, dear one. Now this person, they are in a lowly position. They're in a place that was equivalent to how you used to be treated when people bullied you and treated you like the black sheep or the scapegoat. Or for some of them, dear one, they're lower than that. They're being treated worse than you ever were. And they're looking at you, dear one, because part of them, they're very resentful of the fact that you got out. And when you got out, dear one, you rocked the boat. You shifted the hierarchy, and they have been demoted and playing your place of black sheep or scapegoat, and they hate that. They resent your ass for that. And then there's another part of them, dear one, this happiness hater, that they hate you, dear one, and they're jealous of you, they're envious of you because you have backbone, you have courage, you have dared to be different and live your life in a way where you're like, hell, I'm gonna live for me. Even if I gotta step out and be by myself, even if I gotta be alone just for a little while, I know that it's only temporary, okay? I'd rather be alone and happy than around a bunch of crazy motherfuckers and miserable, because I'm not going to jail, okay? I don't look good in prison orange, and if I know if I stay here, if I stay in this location, if I stay around this person, okay, whoever they are, I know, damn it, I'm gonna end up catching a case, okay? And I'm just fine. I'm just too pretty to be in a jail cell with a bitch named, Big Lisa or Big Louie, Big Louisiana, okay? And I know that I'm too fine, okay? JoJo talking. I'm too fine to be, in a goddamn jail cell with a motherfucker named Big Bubba that got a goddamn wig and wearing lipstick and looking at me and shit. Hell to the motherfucking no, okay? So I know I had to go. I know I had to get the hell up out of here. Come through, spirit. But when you got out, yeah, when you got out, dear one, when you left, when you escaped, when you said, okay, deuces, okay, this raggedy ass hometown ain't got nothing for me, okay, I gotta get gone, okay, before I get hemmed up, okay, because this is a motherfucking setup from the get up, hell, I got to go, okay. When you left, dear one, somebody took your place, okay, they took your position, okay, yeah, this is the type of motherfucker that's always saying, play your position. You're the family black sheep. Play your position. You're the one that we bully. Play your position. You're the one that we take, and give breadcrumbs, give little to nothing in return. Play your position. You're the one that we, neglect and abuse and betray. Tell all your business, okay? We help everybody else in the family, but when you need help, we act like we ain't got it. We ain't got it. We can't help you. Do it yourself, okay? Yeah, play your position, because, you was the one that when, you had a child at an early age, outside of, marriage or whatever the case may be, they just condemned you to hell and kicked you the fuck out, and you had to fend for yourself with you and your child. But everybody else that's talking shit, cousins or siblings or even people, in your neighborhood, in your community, that was around you, they had pass forward to this day 2, 3, 4, 5, goddamn, keep counting for some of them, and they didn't get put out. They didn't have nobody talking shit about them. They didn't have nobody going to the nearest church and to the nearest mosque to, shame them and talk about them and embarrass them in front of the congregation like they did you, dear one. Nah, they didn't embarrass them in front of the family reunion. They didn't put them out on the street like they did you. Come through, spirit. Well, fast forward to now, dear one. This particular hometown hater, they laugh because, you was in a lowly position. But dear one, you need to know, even the spirit says you're not going to be allowed to see, you're not going to be a fly on the wall. Spirit says, do not be deceived. I will not be mocked. Okay. All of them, dear one, that came up against you, they are getting their asses handed to them in this current timeline, okay? It's not looking pretty, dear one, okay? They getting it, okay? They getting that ass kicking and they getting it good, okay? Yeah, dear one, this is your hometown hater. Yeah, come through, spirit, okay? So that's a little bit of the tea, dear ones, for those of you guys who chose pile 1, okay? I'm going to give you guys some signs, and then we're going to move on to pile 2, okay? So here we go. Thank you, Spirit. For those of you guys where this message most resonates, you or they, dear one, could very well be a Scorpio, Capricorn, Pisces, Leo, Libra, Gemini. Jezebel wanted to come out. Some of you guys, this person is like, they toxically religious and they wicked as hell, but they swear up and down that they so holy. This is someone, dear one, that could have, tried to beat you over the damn head with sacred scriptures. Do as I say, not as I do. Do this and do that. And they put all of these unrealistic high expectations on your ass that they themselves couldn't even fulfill. This is a janky here, but I'm going to get the bitch out the energy, and I'm going to keep on giving y'all signs that just wanted to come through. That's for somebody. Come through, spirit. Capricorn, if I didn't say so already, okay? Also, dear one, I'm hearing Leo rising, Aqua moon, okay? Gemini moon, Sagittarius rising, and Sagittarius moon, and Scorpio rising. Thank you, spirit, okay? That's for those of you guys who pulled or who chose pile 1. I also just heard the name Dolores and Selma. That could apply to somebody, okay? Those names wanted to come up out of the ethers, okay? All right, now, For those of you guys who chose pile 2, okay, again, this is the energy that you guys are exuding, or this is, something that has something to do with you guys in one way or another, okay, for those of you guys who chose pile 2, okay. So we have the card or the energy, the message, whole harem, okay. Dear one, I'm hearing from spirit. You guys have some haters from your hometown, dear one. And they hate the fact that, even back in the day, for those of you guys who are no longer in your hometown, you have since long time ago moved out, okay? Maybe from, you use the military out of your hometown. You guys may have gotten married or dated someone to get out of your hometown. Others, you guys, you use the uni to go off to school to get out of your hometown, or whatever the case may be. Or for some of you guys, even if you're still currently in your hometown, you guys have some hometown haters around you, and they think, dear one, that you think you all that, you think you the shit, dear one, because your values, your character, when it comes to dating, when it comes to, how you value your body, okay? For some of you guys, I'm hearing body count. For others of you guys, I'm hearing you may have been perceived as someone to be, like a tease, okay, in the neighborhood, or you could have been someone, dear one, where everyone was clawing at and trying to get at you, okay? Perhaps, they all went to a public school and you went to a Catholic or a private school. Well, that set you out to be different. But then, it was a lot of people, dear one, from your hometown that was gunning for you, and they was trying to make an example out of you. Because perhaps those in your community, in your neighborhood, or for some of you guys, even in your friend group, they had a baby at that age or more, 2 or 3, and, you still, you were still chilling, I'm just having fun, but I ain't gonna do nothing stupid to get me caught up, because I got a future, goddamn it. I have a calling over my life. Now we can still kick it, okay, we can still puff pass. Now I ain't all that holy, but when it get down to the bottom of it, nah, this not gonna happen and that's not gonna happen, okay. So some of you guys, dear one, come through spirit, you guys have some hometown haters. They hate the fact, dear one, that they couldn't get you guys caught up, okay? For 1 or 2 of you guys, dear one, you have a particular hometown hater, and they really, really wanted to hem you up. They wanted to lock you down with a baby, because they saw from the beginning, dear one, that you were like a diamond in the rough, and that if anyone was going to make it, dear one, it would be you. And they tried to stop it. They tried to block it, okay? This could have been the neighborhood, a drug dealer, the neighborhood person that everyone was after, dear one. But this person was for the streets, they was for the community, and everybody had him, and he had everybody, okay, or she. But they didn't have you, okay? So they hate the fact, dear one, that they couldn't get you to be a part of their team. They couldn't get you to be down with the shit that they with, okay? They couldn't get you to be a part of their whole harem, okay? Yeah, because this particular homeboy, this particular homegirl, this hometown hater, yeah, they got a lot of Jezebels. They got a lot of Jezebels, because they ain't nothing but a hoe, okay? Bars. And they wanted you to be one, dear one. It was like they were trying to play games. Like, yeah, Lisa thinks she all that. She ain't all that, okay? Yeah, everybody got a prize. She got one too, hell, okay? Yeah, she acting all holier than thou just because she go to a private school, or she go to a Catholic school, or, just because she in AP classes and I'm in remedial and my dumb ass can't even spell, okay? But yeah, she still ain't all that. Yeah, but they try to get you caught up, dear one, and you didn't get caught up, okay? And for some of you guys, even to this day, they're still wondering and worrying about your goddamn private parts, okay? Dear one, I want y'all to know, whoever you are, this is for a particular somebody. You got a hometown hater. They so worried about, what's going on in your private parts, who you with, what you do, how you doing it, and who you doing it with, how, why, and this and that, and that and this, okay? Because, they never forgot, dear one, they have held some type of resentment in some way, shape, or form, dear one. They have put you guys on some type of pedestal, okay? And when you rejected this person, or when you just was not about that life that they were about, or when you guys were, protected, you were shielded, okay? Spirit kept, causing you to dodge certain people like this, okay? Oh, they trying to do a baby trap? Dodge that. Oh, they trying to do this type of trap, where you at the wrong party? Okay, yeah, come on out to this party, girl. Don't be tardy for the party. And Spirit did something where, not only was you tardy, hell, he made it so your ass didn't show up, okay? You missed something, okay? You missed a trap, okay? Something that was set up for you guys, okay? I'm hearing it was a setup from the get-up, dear one. And it was nothing nice, okay? Some of you guys, dear one, this has nothing to do with you, but you guys were rolling in a circle. This could have been a secret that somebody from your hometown was keeping. that, you know, they was violated in some type of way. They was compromised in some type of way. And rather than being angry with the person that did it, with the victimizer, come through spirit. This person could also stutter when they get anxious, okay? I'm hearing heavy Cancer, Taurus, and Virgo. Thank you, spirit. But this particular person, dear one, rather than being upset at the person that was the violator, they're upset with you, dear one, because, you know, you didn't get caught up, because it didn't happen to you, because you were protected. And they hate you, dear one, because they're like, well, hell, we grew up in the same hood. We was around the same people. For some of them, we was in the same family. So how the fuck did it happen to me, ho, but it didn't happen to you? And they hate you for that, okay? And, you know, they too much of a coward to go to the source and to confront that person that violated them, or to confront that person that put them in a certain type of situation where even dear one to this day, they regret it. But, you know, instead of them doing that, dear one, they want to blame you, okay? Some of them, dear one, they're even lying and making up lies and saying that, you know, you set them up, or you knew that it happened, or, you know, you knew that it was going to happen and you didn't warn them. All lies. This had nothing to do with you. The only thing you did was made sure that, you know, to the best of your ability, you was protected. You know, you may have rolled with a certain circle. You may have done certain things, but, you know, you had a line. Oh, hell no. The line is drawn right here. We will go no further. You know, I'll have a little sip of that drink, okay? But, you know, you talking about a hotel party. Bitch, I want you to know I'll be home before midnight. I'm not staying here. Or wait a minute now. This party look kind of funny, okay? Y'all said a party, but how come it's only 2 of us ladies and it's 15 guys up in this motherfucker? Oh, hell no, I'm out, okay? Because dear one, you know, y'all had enough sense from the get-go, from a long time ago, to recognize that, hey, you are not supposed to be outnumbered. Some don't look right now. Some don't smell right when they say it's a party. But, you know, you looking around and everybody looking at you like you the goddamn buffet, like you supposed to be the one on the platter. Oh, time to go. Get your keys. Time to go. Come through spirit. That's for somebody. Somebody did when they didn't make it out like you made it out. And they want to blame you instead of blaming the situation. Blaming the fact that, you know, they didn't heed the message. They didn't heed the warning. Because I'm hearing from spirit. Come through spirit. That whomever this person is, dear one, they got a nudging from spirit. They got a warning. They got told, don't go. They got told, don't trust that person. They got told, don't go to that hotel party. That don't go over their house, okay? Don't do this, don't drink that, don't smoke that. And they did it anyway. And then they got caught up. And now, see, they teased y'all, you know, because you didn't do it. Oh, you square. Oh, you know, you a goody. Oh, you a tease. Oh, you know, you green. You ain't about it. You know, you don't want to do this. You don't want to do that. You don't want to try this. You don't want to try that. You frigid. Well, you know, that's fine. I'll be a frigid motherfucker, but I'll be a frigid motherfucker with my integrity and my character. No compromise, okay? And then you could talk about me all the fuck you want, motherfucker, but I will still be whole, okay? Yeah, that's for somebody, okay? Now, I'm in the ethers, y'all. Hold me back, spirit, because I'm trying to do y'all's read. Goddamn, okay? But that's a little bit about, you know, for those of you guys who chose pile 2, okay? So, you guys, let's get a little bit of the tea in terms of your haters from your hometown, okay? X wanted to come out, okay? For some of you guys, this could be an X that's a hater from your hometown, okay? This is someone that is still lurking on your social media or trying to find out through family members or third parties, people that you guys used to associate with. Some of y'all, dear one, there's a person that's so worried about you and so caught up on what you got going on. You know, they looking at all types of social media. They trying to find your number. They trying to Google your ass, duck, go your ass. They even looking at, you know, those websites where they show pictures of people from their high school and college graduations and reunions and shit. There is someone, dear one, that is trying to look you up and find out where you at now, because they so worried about what you doing and who you doing it with, okay? They got memories now, okay? They trying to go down memory lane and, hey, what's up with Lisa? Hey, what's up with JoJo? Okay, come through spirit. Now, see, spirit is confirming. Okay, and then the next message that we have, dear one, is I want to have a threesome with you. Okay, I just heard that old school song. I want to get freaky with you. I don't even know who that is. Come through spirit, old school. Okay, I guess it'll come to me later on. Okay. Silk. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, someone, dear one, they still holding some type of lust for you. Well, they still want to get freaky with you. Yeah, they want you to be a part of their whole harem. They couldn't get you to be a part of their whole harem from the past, but damn, they wishing that they could get an opportunity, a do-over, a reconcile. They wish that, y'all's paths can meet again, because they feel like you was a missed opportunity. And dear one, this janky, whoever he is or whoever she is, dear one, from your hometown, they want to have a threesome with you. This is someone, dear one, that they're either already in a relationship or relationship. It's an open relationship, okay, where they do things together with people, okay. They party, they partner, they go to those different parties, okay. Yeah. They go to the type of parties where they got to sign their name, they got to sign an NDA. Yeah, they go to those type of parties, dear one, where they got to give each other a code word and this and that. They go to those type of parties, dear one, come through Spirit, where, they got to show their medical papers, okay? But I'm hearing from Spirit, you can't even believe those medical papers, because a lot of times they be doctored. Yeah, a lot of time, it's falsified. Yeah, they go to those type of parties now, dear one. So whoever this person is, dear one, they out there, okay? They out there. They're like a hedonist, okay? They for the streets, they for the community. They like anybody can get it. And, a lot of people have gotten it, okay? And this particular person, dear one, this person is even coming in hot, okay, for one particular energy, okay? Wow. They got the herps. They got the cooties now. They got the herps now. And some of them they got the HIV. Okay, they walking around with letters in the ethers there. I say they got the H, the I, and the V. Okay, they got some alphabets there. Okay, but they roll in these circles, dear one, where a lot of people have some type of contraction. They have contracted something too. And it's like a silent type of agreement when they go to these type of parties. They want to do it raw, okay? They want to just be wild and just be out there, be wild and free, okay? I'm hearing, ooh, baby, I like it raw. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, come through Spirit. They like it raw. So, they don't care who got what, because they got it too, okay? It's just really, really diabolical. It's really disgusting. And then on top of them, dear one, dealing with all of they holes that they got going on, it's still not enough for this person, okay? They're very much so working with an addiction. They have incubus, succubus spirits. They definitely have a sex addiction. They have a porn addiction, dear one. But because they hang around all these janky people in their particular circle, to them this is normal, okay? This is a type of person, dear one, where they have suffered from some type of trauma, early childhood trauma, and then rather than trying to get help and healing from that, dear one, they have turned it into a kink, okay? They have turned it into a fetish, okay? Yeah, this is a type of mofo here. I say they dirty and they janky. That they watch that type of porn that be on the dark web, dear one. Yeah, they ugh. Thank you for the visions, but no thank you. Wow. They're into the type of porn, you guys, where they're watching people get choked out. Yeah, to get off. It's disgusting, I say. It's vile. Yeah, ooh, Spirit. They're watching the kind of porn, dear one, where, family members are doing things together. Ew. They're watching things, dear one, where, people, strangers on the street are being violated and they're being recorded. This is like some type of dark fetish, dark porn. They like this type of shit. So this person, they really fucked up in the head, dear one. They 50 shades of fucked up, okay? Is what this person is. And yet and still, dear one, they have access to all of this nastiness, all of this dirtiness, and the type of people that's down with the shit that they with. But they that's not good enough. See, they want a challenge. Now they want someone, dear one, that don't want they ass. They want someone like you, someone that, through 6 degrees of separation or less, they may have known you back in the day, and they knew that you was different from the start. Back in the day, you was cut from a different cloth. Or for those of you guys who are still in your hometown, or you may have had to come back to your hometown and do a reset, you got this same person, dear one. They still nasty. They still ain't changed. And they still looking at you, and it's like, they want to draw you into their seedy, shady, dusty, crusty, musty ass world, okay? It's giving ill, hashtag ill, okay? Yeah, that's for Spirit's sake, for quite a few of you guys, more than you guys would know. You got someone, dear one, that have these type of feelings for you, and it's gross now. Come through, Spirit. And some of them, they want you just because they know you don't want their ass. They want you because they would consider you to be a challenge, okay? They don't want what they can easily get, okay? This particular person, whoever they are, they can swipe to the left and get it. They can pay for it, okay? They can go to the back door of Craigslist and get it, okay? They can go to the back of a hookah lounge or the back of a strip club and get it. But nah, that's too easy. They don't want that. They want somebody where it's like it's a challenge. They want someone that perhaps could be in a relationship, a harmonious one, someone that could perhaps be monogamous. Oh, come through, Spirit. They want someone that could perhaps be celibate. For some of you guys out there who are part of my collective, you could currently be celibate now. Yeah, they want, that's considered a challenge to like a hole like this. So, some type of janky like that, okay? They want what they can't have. They want what's not on their level, okay? You're like forbidden fruit. And they want to bring you down to their lowly level to be low-hanging fruit, dear one. This is somebody from your hometown, a hometown hater. Now, some of y'all might say, well, Sage, if they hate me, why they want to sleep with me? If they hate me, why they lust? Girl, guy, because don't you know people can hate your ass, but they still want to fuck you. Pardon me, YouTube. I just had to keep it raw like that, okay? Yeah, people can still want to have sex with you, dear one. They don't mean that they love your ass. They don't mean they like your ass, okay? Yeah, that's even in the sacred text. I believe there was a story of one particular person, her own brother violated her, chased her all over the goddamn Israel, all over the damn community, okay? And then after he violated her, she was like, well, why did you do this to me? Now I'll never be able to marry. You put a stain, a mark on me. And after he got what he wanted to throw her out and render her homeless and destitute. And it was his fault that, her character, her virtue was stained, and that all the men would look upon her and say, I don't want that. I don't want that. That's cursed. I don't want that. That has a mark on it. That has a stain on it. So he literally destroyed her life. And then after he got what he wanted, dear one, he began to hate her and hold contempt for her and just threw her out in the streets, okay? Yeah, dear one, people can still want your ass. They can still want to sleep with your ass and hate you at the same time. You need to know that, okay? And that's this type of person right here, okay? So let's get some more tea, you guys, okay? What is the tea on your haters from your hometown, okay? Come through, Spirit, yeah. Born to be great, dear one. The tea on your haters from your hometown is that, no matter how much they try to invalidate you, or even if they still bring your name up to this day, and a lot of them do, dear one, you need to know that, they still have something very, very negative to say in the public. But make no mistake, dear one, in the private, they know from the start that you were cut from a different cloth. Come through, Spirit. They know that you were born to be different and to separate away from them. I'm hearing, come out from among them and be ye separate, for what fellowship has righteousness with the wicked? Come through, Spirit. That's the sacred text there, yeah? Y'all know, some of us witches, we down with that sacred text as well, because we recognize it to be also a book of spells, okay? That's witch shit 101. That's for somebody, okay? But dear one, from the start, you guys have a hometown hater. They still talking about you like a dog. They won't give you your flowers. They won't say that you've made this stride, that they're proud of you for getting up, getting out. They're proud of you for breaking generational cycles and curses, for, going beyond the lies, going beyond the betrayal, going beyond the narrative that people spun about you. They'll never admit it, but deep down inside, dear one, they know, dear one, that you guys are born to be great, okay? And they're just watching you guys. It's kind of like, dear one, some of y'all, come through, Spirit, some of y'all, you got some haters from your hometown. They watching your ass like you a goddamn reality TV show. Come through, Spirit. They tuning in to see what you gonna do next, what you gonna say next. For some of you guys, if you have like a vlog, okay, or you're a social media content creator or influencer, yeah, they trying to tune in. Well, what Lisa wearing this time? Or where JoJo going this time? What restaurant he gonna try this time? Okay, what Lisa traveling to this time? They're living literally, they're trying to live vicariously through you. They're trying to get the blueprint to see how they can do it at the same time. And then on the other flip side of that, they hating and they'll never give you your flowers. They'll never give you credit. They'll never say that they got an idea from you. They'll never say that they're being inspired by you. But deep down inside, they know that you were born to be great. And it's like very bitter for them because, this is why they know on a fundamental level, that this is why you're not around their ass. This is why they know that, they can't come with you. They can't go where you're going. Okay. Because you're not like them. Okay. I'm hearing they not like us. Okay. And you better know it. All right. Come through, spirit. Yeah. Let's get a little bit more tea, you guys. Okay. What is the tea on your haters from your hometown? Okay. I see the lovely hearts, you guys. Thank you guys so much for the love. Okay. Appreciate it very much. Okay. What is the tea on your haters from your hometown? Let's see. Wow. This is interesting. Okay. We have the energy, dear one, Muslim, okay? So for some of you guys, dear one, you could have a happiness hater and a hometown hater, okay? And homeboy keep wanting to come out. So this could be someone, for one particular energy, dear one, this could be someone that back in the day, this person from your hometown, now they were always a hater, but they could have presented themselves to be a friend. This person, dear one, they could have been a Muslim or they're a Muslim now. This person, dear one, they're hating on you, and I'm hearing from spirit, it has something to do with your sense of creativity, your freedom of expression, and the fact that, you're doing something or you're living your life in a way where for this person, dear one, it looks as though you're free. You're unencumbered. You don't have a handler. You don't have, a lot of restrictions on your life. You're not living your life where you're afraid to live. You're afraid to speak. You're afraid to, make mistakes. You're afraid to laugh at yourself. No, it's like you're living free. You have some type of, it's almost like, you've given yourself permission and the universe has given you your permission to be yourself, okay? To, strike while the iron is hot, to step out and, be who you were destined to be and not give a damn about what anybody think about it, okay? But this particular person, dear one, who could be a Muslim, okay? Or it's like they have this type of regimented, strict mentality where they see things in black and white, like everything has to be one way. It's also giving that this person, they're very dominating and they're very controlling, like my way versus the highway. And it's like, they can be very abusive, okay? They can be very strong armed and they can really try to control other people, but they like to hide behind religion and try to make it seem like they're doing what they're doing and they're saying what they're saying because they're virtuous, okay? Because it's a part of, their nature, it's giving that. It's giving that, they hide behind religion or they hide behind, making excuses for abuse or neglect or how they look down upon people, how they're looking down upon you, dear one, okay? As if to say that, because they're Muslim, they're better than you, or they have a better lifestyle than you, okay? They eat better, they dress better, they have a better mentality, they're more spiritual than you. This is someone, dear one, where it's like they wear their religion on their sleeve like it's fashion, like it's clothes, okay? And they wear it around certain people because they're trying to get accolades, they're trying to get clout. It's like they do things to be seen, okay? It's kind of like, this person would brag to everyone around them that, it's Ramadan, so they got to fast and it's this and it's that. And it's like they're doing it because it's what like they want people to look upon them and to be inspired by them, to make it seem like this person, wow, this person has a lot of discipline. This person has a lot of structure. But dear one, it's all for a show, okay? I'm hearing from spirit. I'm hearing lights, camera, action. Because this person, dear one, in the daytime, they can be bragging about, oh, it's Ramadan, I gotta fast, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, and, ra-ta-ta-ta-ta, assalamu alaikum, and ra-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, but in the nighttime when ain't nobody around, they tearing up a goddamn plate of ribs, okay? Extra barbecue sauce on the motherfucking side, okay? Yeah, they tearing up that pork chop sandwich, okay? And they got a beer on the side, okay? But they gonna have, so can't nobody see that, okay? So in the nighttime when ain't nobody around, they gonna do whatever the fuck they want to do, okay? But in the daytime they have to wear this posture, it's giving that, dear one. It's giving big hypocrite. This is someone, dear one, that for one or two of you guys, this person is a happiness hater, and this person is also a hater from your hometown, okay? For others of you guys, dear one, this could have been someone that you could have met, okay? right before you left your hometown, okay? Everything is like, I got to do it for attention. I don't do it because it's coming from my heart, okay? So the type of offerings that this person would give, this would be the type of offerings that, Spirit, the Most High, ancestors would not accept this gift because they would know that this is for show. This is not from the heart, okay? Yeah, that, okay? Let me give you guys a couple more cards, dear one. This one wanted to come out. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. This one was in reverse, dear one. We have security, okay? It's in reverse, and I'm hearing this a lot of different ways, okay? But one of the ways that I'm hearing this, dear one, is that you have a hater from your hometown, dear one. They're very bitter over the fact that, compared to you, dear one, it seems like you're working with a lot of stability, a lot of security, financial security. You guys could have some type of job, position, career, or business where you guys have leveled up, whereas this person from your hometown that is a hater, they feel stuck. They feel as though there's no upward mobility or chance to excel in that community. There could be no job prospects, or, it could be like, one of those dead end type of towns or whatever where, it's very hard to level up, okay? It's like, it's only a few choices of what they can do for money, okay? Is giving that. So you guys have a hater from your hometown, dear one. They hate the fact that, wherever you are currently, dear one, if you're someone where you have since moved out of your hometown, they see that you have moved somewhere where evidently you have some type of upward mobility in your life. You have options because your life, dear one, in terms of the material possessions that you've been able to acquire, the home that you're now living in, the relative degree and caliber of people that you guys are now finding yourselves around, okay? They're of a higher caliber. They're more top tier. They're more people that resonate with your vibe as opposed to you being around people where it was just based on convenience, but you didn't have anything in common with those people. This person, dear one, this hometown hater is very jealous that in comparison to them, you seem to have a lot more options, okay? You seem to be living in a timeline where you have more options in terms of you have more material possessions, or you have a life that you've been able to carve out for yourself that really speaks to you having some type of security or stability come through, Spirit. For others of you guys, dear one, this person is upset that, they hate the fact that in some way, shape, or form, dear one, they know that you're protected. This could be physically protected. This could be spiritually protected as well. But it's a type of protection, dear one, where you're not out there by yourself, where if somebody comes for you, dear one, you have a team, you have people that love you. You have someone that you can come to or run to for help, for support, for assistance, and this person, they hate that, dear one, because once upon a time, they saw you as vulnerable. They saw you as someone that will always be alone, dear one, but you're not that person, okay? Even if they don't see in the flesh who you're working with, a lot of them, dear one, they have learned the hard way, come through, Spirit. They have learned the long way and a strong way that they not to fuck with you. You not to be fucked with because, they came for you, dear one, with their janky ass magic. They came for you with their gang stalking and their harassment. Can't come through, Spirit. They came for you with their raggedy ass smear campaigning, and you returned their ass back to sender. So they know, oh, well, regardless of what we see going on in Lisa's life, regardless of what we see going on in JoJo's life, we know they got somebody. We know they got something going on, because it ain't no way that they would have made it out of that. Well, there wouldn't no way that they would have beat my ass. I got a beating, okay? Yeah, I had to go back to the drawing board and start over, okay? When Collector got finished with me. So I know they working with something. So you guys, dear one, you have some hometown haters. They're very upset, dear one, that something about your life in terms of your degree of stability, protection, people loving you, supporting you, rallying around you, of you having some type of support system, okay? They hate that because they always saw you as someone that will always be, vulnerable, that would always be an easy lick, that will always be an easy target to be bullied, to be harassed. And they're seeing, dear one, that this is not the case. And also, dear one, for quite a few of them, come through, Spirit, I'm hearing that you guys have some hometown haters now. And I keep saying haters because Spirit wants me to reiterate that for this particular message, you guys have more than one, okay? And whoever these people are, dear one, you know, they may have relied on money. They may have relied on being in certain connections where they could call up people and people would do them, you know, favors, or they could call up people and they could get out of trouble. People would vouch for them and they wouldn't have to, you know, deal with their consequences. You know, that security, dear one, that money that they used to have, that protection that they used to have, they don't have it no more. Okay. So now, dear one, they see what it feels like. How does it feel? Come through spirit, old school. Yeah, D'Angelo, y'all. They see how does it feel now, dear one, to be in that situation where the shoe is on the other foot, and now they look around and they don't have no one coming to their rescue. Now they look around and they don't have no security. They don't have no protection. They don't have no one that they can call on. So if they fuck up, if they find themselves in a bind, they're going to have to pay for that. They're going to have to deal with that. There ain't nobody they can call that's going to get them out of a certain situation, okay? So this person, dear one, you know, perhaps this was someone, dear one, from your hometown, and is giving a family energy for some, okay? Come through spirit. This person, dear one, they used to throw their weight around. Okay? They used to throw their money around. They used to get people, hire they little flying monkeys and they little to do their bidding for them on their behalf, because, you know, they was giving people crumbs. They were paying people to be loyal to them and to be disloyal and to be abusive towards you. Well, you know, there's been a changing of the guard. Something has happened. The money that they used to have, they don't have it no more. The respect that they used to have, they don't have it anymore. And so now they're finding themselves on the other side where, you know, when people come up against them, they have no one to have their back, okay? When people come up against them, dear one, they have no one to call. No one will believe them. No one will talk to them. No one will vouch for them. No one will support and protect them. I'm hearing out on the limb. They're out on their own, dear one. And this is this person's judgment. This is this person's karma, dear one, because I'm hearing from spirit, dear one, whomever this person is, they went out of their way, dear one, even for those of you guys who have since moved out of your hometown, and for some of you guys gone no contact with certain toxic family members, or, you know, certain people in your neighborhood, and you started fresh, you started new, okay? Spirit hit the reset button in your life, okay? These people, dear one, they cause you guys to have a lot of falls. They caused you guys to have a lot of setbacks, a lot of hardships, and a lot of it was unnecessary. You know, they called in and called in favors, you know. They did shit behind the scenes, very janky, that caused some type of, you know, sabotage in your life, whether it was financial sabotage. Some of you guys did one. You was like, well, damn, what's going on with me? There was nothing going on with you, did one. You had some raggedy, janky motherfuckers that was sitting back in the cut, and they was doing juju and work on you. They was calling in favors. They was paying people to do their dirty work, to harm you, harass you, to gang stalk or bully you in some way, shape, or form. And that was the reason why you got put out of your home, why you got put out of your apartment. That was the reason why all of a sudden this fake ass eviction case was, you know, brought up against you, okay? Yeah, you have been paying your rent on time, you know, on time, on the 1st, or no later than the 3rd, okay, for some of y'all. But all of a sudden, you know, mysteriously, you know, your payments, online payments, all of a sudden it's showing that you were missing, you were behind 2 or 3 months, or, you know, for those of you guys who would do the old school thing and write a cashier's check, or, you know, go and swipe your credit card or whatever that you would do, all of a sudden, you know, dear one, out of the blue, everything would be going right. Now all of a sudden, you know, oh, there's a case brought up against you. Oh, there's a charge. Oh, there's a letter. Oh, there's an eviction. Oh, there's a summons. There's this, there's that. All types of janky would come out of the woodworks. It was a setup from the get up, dear one. It was people, come through spirit, from your hometown that went out of their way to rob you of your stability, your protection, your peace, your money, your security. And because of that, dear one, you guys, you know, it sets you back in a lot of ways. You know, a lot of you guys, dear one, on the physical realm, you could be a lot further in life, okay? Had these motherfuckers not have been messing with you, going out of their way, gunning for you to set you back in life. But Spirit said, you know, don't make no never mind about that. Because everything that you lost, dear one, it is returning to you, and you're going to get double for your trouble. And it's going to be to the point where, you know, had they left you the fuck alone, you would have been doing a whole lot less better than you will be doing now that they was fucking with you in the first place, okay? So in essence, dear one, in the grand scheme of things, Spirit is saying you haven't lost anything at all. It just looks that way when you look at it in terms of linear time, but when you look at it in terms of divine time, you have lost nothing, okay? Everything that you quote unquote lost, as you perceived it to have been lost, is coming back to you, okay? Tenfold, hundredfold for some of you guys, 1,000-fold for others of you guys, okay? According to your destiny and purpose, and according to you guys being obedient, okay? Is what I'm hearing from Spirit. So this person, dear one, that, went out of their way to rob you of your security. For some of you guys, dear one, this is one particular person. They hated the fact that you were very independent, come through Spirit. They hated the fact that you're very self-sufficient. This could have been someone, dear one, they always wanted to be independent, but they couldn't be. Perhaps they didn't have the education. They didn't have the credit. They didn't have the courage. They didn't have the whatever it took to get to, some of the things that you got. And so they went out of their way. They wanted to try to, destroy your credit, to ruin your chances to be independent and self-sufficient, to ruin your chances of keeping a good job. Some of them deliberately, they tried to set you up, dear one, so that you can get a case brought up against you. Somebody wanted to continue to back you up into a wall where you would come out swinging. And on that day where you decided to swing, okay, that's when the popo would be called, okay? Somebody, dear one, they wanted to set you up. Some of them did, okay? Whether, you literally have a record. You have a criminal background record, okay? But some of you guys, through the grace of God, you have still been able to get a good job or to start a business. Or for some of you guys, Spirit went over and beyond and he expunged that record because it was bogus. It was self-defense, okay? Motherfuckers was fucking with you, gunning for you, okay? They got a criminal record. They a felon. They can't get a motherfucking job. So they wanted you to have, the same type of lack in life, the same type of constraints and restrictions in life, okay? But God made it so that it wouldn't be so, dear one. And for those of you guys where this message most resonates, come through Spirit, you better give thanks, okay? Because it's really would have set you guys back. It really would have set you up to, just be at a certain level, a lowly level of poverty, a lowly level of having to settle for things that you didn't want to settle for, whether that been a relationship, just to be with somebody that, to go 50-50 to pay the bills, or, to be with somebody that's toxic just to have a roof over your head, or to do some work, dear one, backbreaking, or just, just mental stripping work where it's killing your mental stability each and every day, but you got to get up and go to work because you got to pay those bills, baby. You got to get that first and that 15. And because, somebody set you up from the get up, there's only a limited amount of options that you have. This is what they wanted for you. This is for somebody. Come through Spirit. This is what they wanted for you, dear one. But God flipped it around and he made it work out for your good. Some of you guys, that record caused you guys to go another direction, to go left and create your own business. That's whether you're a divine masculine or a divine feminine. That's for somebody. Okay? As quiet as it's kept. You ain't got to raise your hand. Okay? I see it in the ether. Okay? You know who you are. Okay? And for others of you guys, they want where this message resonates, the people that were responsible for putting a lot of dings on your record, for setting you back financially, for setting you back in terms of your home stability and security and things of that nature. Now the same shit that they put on you, dear one, is happening to them. This is their judgment. And Spirit is saying, dear one, whoever this person is, and for others of you guys, whoever these people are, because there's more than one, they're not going to survive like you did. Okay, that's for somebody, okay? Yeah, because they had ample opportunity to back off, to leave you alone. Spirit said, that's enough. Spirit said, stop, get off my child. And they refused. They wanted to be the God in your life. They wanted to see you suffer. That's how much hatred and vitriol they held for you in their heart, okay? They didn't want to see your independence, your self-sufficiency. That triggered them, that angered them, Yeah. And so now, dear one, it's happening to them. And some of them, dear one, they're at an age where, because they're being hit, they're not going to have enough time to recover. They're going to die destitute, in poverty, in lack. Come through Spirit, alienated, isolated, plagued with, disease and bad health, okay? Bad mental health as well. I'm hearing Alzheimer's. I'm hearing dementia, okay? I'm hearing everything from asthma to cancer to goddamn gout. It's hitting them at an age, dear one, where they're never going to have enough time to recover. Some of them are going to be begging Spirit to take them out of their misery, but Spirit won't do it. No, you're going to go through this. You're going to get your karma, because goddamn it, I told you to stop, and you would not stop. Okay? Because some of them have a reprobate mind, dear one. They think that they God when it comes to you. Oh, they think they're going to move away from home and, have a good life and, have their own job and have good credit and be the first one to have a home, be a homeowner, be the first one to have some material possessions that have their name on it. Oh, yeah, over my dead body. And so Spirit said, oh, you want to keep fucking around? Okay, well, you know what, bitch? Your wish is my command. It will be over your dead body. Yeah, some of y'all, dear one, this is for 1 or 2 persons. Come through, Spirit. Spirit done got deep on this one. This is for 1 or 2 persons, dear one. Some of y'all, you got some hometown haters out now. They mama getting ready to buy that black dress. And for some of y'all, dear one, it is a mama. And somebody in the family gonna be buying that black dress because mama is getting ready to get laid down. Okay, lay your burdens down, because mama wouldn't stop. Mama wouldn't turn it loose. And mama was very vile and wicked and diabolical when it came to you. It's one thing. Come through, Spirit. Okay, take me out of the ethers now. I don't want to be here too long. I'm gonna try to do this last stream, y'all, and then hopefully I could turn it off. Okay. But for 1 or 2 of you guys, dear one, Spirit is saying, your mother went out of the way to hurt and harm you, dear one. And this is going to be what's going to happen to her, because she was given ample time to turn it loose, to leave you alone. And she refused to leave you be. And it's one thing, dear one, when you have people that you can look them in the eye, dear one, and you can tell that they don't love you. They don't like you. But some of them, dear one, they got enough sense within their craziness to leave you alone. Well, I can't do nothing for you. God bless. Go help yourself, okay? You out there on the streets now. Do the best you can. Don't call me. Don't come to me. I can't help you. It's one thing, dear one. Come through, Spirit. When somebody don't love your ass, don't like your ass, don't want nothing good in your life, but they'll just totally abandon you. They'll totally reject you. They'll totally throw you to the wolves, okay? And just be done with you. Bump, bump, bump. Can't help you. Goodbye. That's one thing. But dear one, it's a whole nother thing on a whole nother level when you got these same motherfuckers. Not only do they hate your ass, not only do they not love and like your ass, but they can't tolerate you to get any type of peace, any type of happiness. They don't want you to have no love, nobody, no job, no money, no merc. Come through, Spirit, nothing. And they go out of their way deliberately, coming for you, gunning for you, doing shit behind the scenes, putting your ass on the altar, throwing bones on you, lighting candles on your ass, initiating gang stalking circles around you guys, getting you fired from jobs, getting you kicked out of apartments and homes and condos and shit, okay? Getting you kicked out of school, having you harassed, having you bullied wherever you go. See, this is the type of motherfucker, dear one, that Spirit is saying he getting ready to lay their burdens down, because it would have been one thing for them to leave you alone. See, that was bad enough. That was bad enough for them to, abandon you. But, it's a whole nother thing, dear one, because they went over and beyond the abandoning you. They were obsessed with destroying you. This person is ill. This person is vile and they're wicked. And this is the one, dear one, Spirit is going to lay their burdens down. Hear me now. For some of y'all, dear one, Spirit is going to make it known so you can bear witness to that. You're going to get a phone call from somebody. You might get an email from somebody. You might get a pop-up, a drive-by. Somebody going to come on through. That's for somebody. And for others of you guys, dear one, you'll get the message. Spirit will give you the download. You're going to have a dream about it. Or you could be watching a movie and Spirit might say, look, dear one, pay attention to that particular scene, because that applies to you. That's related to you. You're going to get the download in some way, shape, or form. Whether the person or someone is going to come to you and admit that, they in their last days. Or someone around them is going to admit to that. Or, dear one, whether you're going to have a dream. Spirit going to let you know in one way or another, somebody about to get their burdens laid down. This was the most violent, vile, wicked person that set you guys back For some of you guys, I'm hearing from Spirit, they set you back years of your life where you kept 3 steps forward, 4 or 5 steps back. I get a job, I lose a job. I'm doing well at my job, I'm underemployed, I'm unemployed. I get into a relationship, the motherfucker go crazy. He started out putting his hands on me to love me. Then he just started putting his hands on me to hurt me, to abuse me, to violate me. You know, I try to love everybody. Everybody give me their ass to kiss. It start off good. It go down south. Up, down, up, down. Spirit says that was manipulated, honey. That wasn't because of you. Spirit says forgive yourself. For those of you guys who have been going through those type of cycles, some of you guys have just recently come out of those type of cycles, and now you are experiencing some level of stability and security, the likes of which you have never seen before, okay? Spirit is saying, you know, that up and down, topsy-turvy, hot and cold, love you, hate your ass, you know, it's all good, you protected. Now you being, you know, stalked and hunted and stalked and gang stalked and harassed. That was manipulated. That was orchestrated to come through Spirit. In the spiritual realm and in the natural realm. For y'all both, goddammit. It's this particular person, and for some of y'all, it's these particular people, because some of them, they work together as a group, okay? And some janky ass, low budget, skid row ass, goddamn coven there with they janky, raggedy ass, okay? Yeah, home, neighborhood, work, relationship, all of that, every area and aspect of your life, they would not let you be. They would not leave you alone. You know, let's just cut ties. Just leave it alone. You go your way, I go my way. People ask about me, you could just be honest and say you don't know, because you don't talk to me, you don't deal with me. But it's a whole nother motherfucking thing when you know you don't want to leave me alone, you don't want to let me be, because you know that the moment that you turn me loose, bitch, I'm like a ball in water. I'm going to bounce back up to the top, because I was destined, come through Spirit, I was born to be great. So you know you can't stop me. You know after you take your foot off my neck, I'm going to breathe again. I'm hearing breathe again. Come through Spirit. You're going to breathe again. You're going to get back up. Yeah. And dear one, they just could not deal with that. They could not deal with your resilience. Come through Spirit. They could not deal with your strength. They could not deal with the fact that, you know, you're still loved. You're still beloved by Spirit and the Most High. And the more that they kick you down, the more Spirit is going to bless you and protect you and love you. The more your latter days are going to be better than your former days. They couldn't stand it. So they literally were trying to take a lot of y'all out. They was trying to take you out of here. I'm hearing life insurance policy. Some of them, dear one, they would have been happy to disable your ass. They would have been able to get a disability check off of your ass. And then they would have had you under full control. Yeah, I don't like your ass. And now, not only am I going to control you, now I get the opportunity to decide, bitch, when you get to bathe, when you get to eat, when you get to sleep. Somebody was so diabolical, dear one, this is what they wanted for your life. And these are the ones that are the most vile, that are the most disgusting, says Spirit. Now they have no security. They have no protection. Now they're out there. They're thrown to the wolves. And dear one, let me tell you, they ain't going to make it like you did, okay? I said it's going to be some slow singing and flower bringing, okay? Because your ancestors and Spirit's alarm has been ringing. They have said enough. They have put their foot down, and it's going to be what it's going to motherfucking be. Get out the way so you don't get none on you, okay? Is what Spirit is saying. Don't go back. Don't reconcile. Some of these motherfuckers, they're one, the reason why they trying to come in your dreams, they want you to reconcile, they want you to soften your heart and shit. You're like, God damn, why keep having dreams about this motherfucker? They doing work. they doing root work. Yeah. Just as janky as they want to be. Because, dear one, they know, dear one, that in some way, shape, or form, you are like a cloak of protection to these people. A lot of you guys, simply by being around them, simply by loving them, giving them chance after chance, you was protecting and cloaking these people. And you saved a lot of them, dear one, from their karma. Because Spirit knew that you love these people, even though they didn't love your ass. He didn't want to give them their judgment in front of you, because he knew that that was going to hurt you. And you was going to say, no, Spirit, don't hurt them. I still love them. No, Spirit, they can change. No, Spirit, don't do that. Don't make them have a heart attack. Don't diagnose them with cancer, Spirit, please, please. And Spirit was like, girl, guy, Now look here now. This motherfucker got it coming to him. But because you still love their ass, I'm going to give them a little bit of grace. But the grace is only going to be temporary. It's going to be long enough for you to see that they're not going to change. Not only are they not going to change, baby, they're going to get more wicked. But I got to show it to you. I got to let you see it since you don't believe spirit. So spirit going to allow you to get your ass kicked a little bit more by these people. And then when you get to your enough is enough moment and I tell you to get up and go, leave, don't come back, don't accept a raggedy, janky ass, fake ass apology. There will be no reconcile. There will be no forgiveness for these ones, for this one. Then I'm going to open up that whoop ass. See, you wasn't ready. Because some of y'all did one come through spirit. What spirit can do and will do and is doing to these people? Some of y'all, listen here now, it's so gangster. You can't take it. You can't look at that. You can't see that. Because some of y'all, you still too soft in the heart. So this is why some of y'all, you had to wait. Spirit had to wait on you. And while he was waiting on y'all to, get it in your mind, they not going to change. Get it in your mind. As long as you're around them, they going to try to hurt you. They going to try to destroy you. I'm hearing still, kill, and destroy. But Spirit was like, I gotta let her see. I gotta let him see. Because they don't believe me. And when they've gotten enough is enough, when they got hit enough times, when they got abused enough times, when they got, neglected and betrayed enough times, when they got sabotaged enough times, then they going to say, okay, spirit, I see what you was telling me all along. Okay, I'm going to go on over here. I'm going to exit stage left quickly and expeditiously. I'm going to let you do your will, do what you got to do. Yeah, spirit was waiting on a lot of y'all to get the hell out of the way. Because for some of y'all, this open ass of cracking that spirit is unleashing on these people, some of y'all in the current timeline, some of y'all is right up on their ass. It's coming. 12 o'clock. He knew he had to get y'all from around now because he didn't want y'all to get none on you. And he definitely didn't want y'all to have any type of, sympathy for these people. Because these were the same type of people, dear one, that had it been their way, you would now be out of your body. Straight like that. Yeah, you would be out of your body. Or, worse, you would be living a slow chronic death, on drugs, strung out, not knowing your first from your last goddamn name. Fighting demons for real. Your damn mind is in the astral, stuck in the astral. Had it been up to them, dear one, you would have had all types of violations committed against you because you would have been homeless, out on the street, vulnerable. You would have been, come through spirit, I'm hearing that old school song. You would have been lost and turned out. Olivia, my queen. Lost and turned. Yeah, come through spirit, old school. You would have been lost and turned out, girl. Some of y'all, it's a guy. You would have been lost and turned out, my guy, had they had it their way. You would have been out of your body, out of your mind, out of any sense of security, stability, and safety, just thrown to the wolves, thrown to the street. Somebody would have had your ass on the track, on the pole, on the street, back on the pole again. On your back, on your knees, back on the pole again. Hotel to hotel, the motel, the motherfucking Holiday Inn, back on the strip again. I'm telling you, I'm seeing it in the ethers. Hold me back, spirit. I'm trying to end this. I don't want to be here all day. Yeah. This is what these ones that spirit is talking about in particular, or this one, your hometown hater. Dear one, if it was up to them, I'm telling you, you wouldn't be here. Or you would be in such a sad, lowly state that, it would be a slow death as opposed to a quick one. This is what they wanted for your life. Very diabolical, very wicked ass people here. These are the ones, dear one, that is about to lay their burdens down. You're gone. Stay gone. Don't go back. Don't pick up the phone and accept the phone call. Don't accept a fake ass gift. It's got a curse on it. If you accept that gift, spirit, hold me back now. I don't want to be here all day. If you accept that gift, dear one, it's going to fuck up your life. It's going to undo everything that you worked so hard for. Because it's going to have demonic attachments to it. Don't accept that gift. Don't y'all know, come through spirit. Don't y'all know, some people, dear one, you can't accept their gift. You can't accept what they trying to give you because they mean you no good. They want to give you a gift of death. They want to give you a gift of poverty. Don't you accept that motherfucking gift. Don't accept their money. Don't accept clothes. Don't accept jewelry. Don't accept shoes. Don't accept their fake ass apology. Shit. Nathan, don't accept nothing from those motherfuckers. Come through, spirit. Because they will literally be trying to pass their karma on to you. And you know, dear one, witch shit 101, you know, it's possible to do that. Just like you can transfer spirits through sex and intimacy, you know, you can transfer spirits and shit through talking to someone on the phone by hearing somebody's voice. Did y'all know that? That's why sometimes, dear one, people, you know, when they can't get a hold of your ass up close and personal, that's why they always want to call you. They want to call you. They want to call you. They want you to hear their voice. They need to hear your voice. Because in your voice, dear one, there is a powerful frequency, and you can transfer some of your light onto them, and they can transfer some of their darkness onto you. Okay, I'm teaching now. I got to get out the ethers. That's for somebody. Spirit says, you know, there's a reason why when certain people call you, or when certain people have been trying to call your ass, you'll get a knot in your stomach, and Spirit is like, don't pick up that phone. Don't answer that. It's the reason for that. They literally trying to attach cords to your ass in the ethers, you know, telephone cords. They want to call you because they want to bind you. Also, dear one, some of these janky motherfuckers who are haters from your hometown, they in the shit now. They down with the shit, but they on the low. They on the dark tip where they use their gifts for evil, to bind people, to violate people's free will. They know all about that. They know about energy transference. They know about karma. They know about transference of spirits. Some of them, dear one, they know about MK Ultra. And some of y'all, dear one, whether you know it or not, some of y'all, dear one, you have been once upon a time up under MK Ultra, where someone's voice had caused you to slip back into a less state of who you were destined and designed to be. That's why, you know, sometimes when y'all have those abusive ass motherfuckers and they want to come back in your life, that's why you can't answer the phone. That's why spirits say don't answer the phone, because the minute that you hear their voice, is something in the frequency of their voice, dear one. When you hear it, it will cause you to regress backward and go back to a state of being, you know, dumb and blind again. They have hooked you. They have reattached to you through their voice. It's MK Ultra, or they say your name in a certain way. They program you. All of a sudden, all of your hard work, you know, all of you, you know, being clean, and, you know, or being celibate, or, you know, walking away from people that, you know, don't want the best for you, that want to abuse you and mistreat you. The minute that you hear their voice, they will hook into you energetically. They will hook into your chakras, into your third eye chakra, your crown chakra, your throat chakra. Shut you up, can't say nothing, you're silent. They're blind your third eye. Oh, you forgot what they all about. You forgot that that's a motherfucking wolf in sheep's clothing, because they sound different. I'm telling you. Okay, I'm gonna stop teaching. I gotta turn it loose now. For some of y'all, dear ones, Spirit say don't answer the phone, okay? Don't accept their gifts. Don't accept their money. Don't accept their apology. Some of y'all, you can't even listen to some of the same songs that you used to listen to when you was with this person. Ooh, that's for somebody. Because it's just like MK Ultra will be hooking you back into a past timeline that, you know, you have moved on from that. So you can't go back to where you once used to be. It'll set you back all over again. You're going to have to start all over again. And some of y'all, you at the precipice now, baby. You got to strike where the iron is hot. You ain't got time to be making the same dumbass mistakes. You got to go and get it, okay? The time is now. You missed it the first time, okay? It's a missing opportunity. Now it's coming back around. And baby, you got to catch it this time, because it might not come around next time. That's for somebody. So you ain't got time to have nobody, you know, bring you back. Motherfucker want to call you, want to keep on lurking, want to, you know, have some type of contact with you. They want to go back down memory lane. Oh, hell no, you don't. Get the fuck out of here. There wasn't no good memories. We ain't going down memory shit. I'm moving on, and I'm going to leave your ass right where you stand and right where you motherfucking lay. Come through, Spirit. Okay, turn me loose, Spirit. I got to come out. That's for somebody. That's for a lot of y'all now. All right, y'all, I'm gonna end it right here. I'm trying to get out of the ethers now. Shit, I'm trying to get out. I don't want to be here all day, okay? But I'm going to give you guys some signs, okay? My beautiful people out there, my sage squad, my wisdom seekers, okay? I'm going to give you guys some signs, y'all. And then I'm going to read some of the chat, give some of y'all some shout outs, okay? I'm sure I won't be able to get to all of them, okay? Looks like it's quite a few of you guys in here today, and I welcome y'all, okay? And I hope you're having a beautiful day today, okay? I'm going to, give y'all a few shout outs, and then I'm going to turn it loose, okay? So let's give you guys some signs. Come through, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. For those of you guys where this message most resonates, Spirit's chuckled because he said, this is why. Y'all see how they was attacking my voice? They didn't want this message to get out. This is for a lot of somebodies. Spirit says a lot of y'all going to have to go back and replay this now because there was some jewels, some nuggets that he sent just for you where nobody knows that particular message applies to you, but you know it. Spirit says you're going to have to go back and look at this, read again. They didn't want me to get this message out, but you know what? We rebuke the bitches. The message will get out. Come through, Spirit. I'm just going to go and have some tea when I turn it loose, y'all. I'm just going to go downstairs and play with my animal babies and see what Hubs is up to. It's his time to cook tonight, y'all. And while he cooking, I'm going to give me some tea and, get my throat together, and we going to rebuke them bitches for fucking with my throat chakra. And his Spirit say it be so, I might light a candle on some motherfuckers. We just gonna see how it's gonna go when I turn it loose. Cause don't fuck with me, goddammit. I will return your ass back to sender. I'm gangster. I don't do that. I don't do all of that forgive and forget shit when you trying to comfort me, trying to comfort those that I love, trying to comfort those that Spirit has called me to. I'm going to get in your ass, and I will not release until Spirit says it's so. Okay? That's your girl. Okay? Holla at your girl. Okay? Let me give y'all some signs. For those of you guys where this message most resonates, you or they, dear one, could very well be a Taurus, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Libra, Gemini, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. Thank you, Spirit. I'm also hearing Libra rising, Leo moon, Cancer moon, Virgo rising, Virgo moon, and Sagittarius rising. Thank you, Spirit. I just heard the name Tony. That just wanted to pop through the ethers. That could mean something to somebody. I heard Tony and I heard Nicole. Okay. And I heard somebody might have a nickname JB or JR. Something with a J. JB, JR. Something like that. That's for somebody. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. My Lord. We've been in the ethers for quite some time. Jesus, almost 2 hours. Yeah, they didn't want the message to come out. And Spirit was like, okay, stay there. I'm going to hold you. I'm going to hold your throat. Because, my throat is still tickly and itchy. But I'm about to take some tea, y'all. Okay? So quickly, thank you, Spirit. Let me turn around and look at the chat, y'all. Let me see what's going on up in here, okay? And I'm just going to say hi to a few of you guys, all right? And then I'm going to read the rest of you all's very beautiful and lovely comments after the video does its processing and goes up, okay? I always read all of you guys' beautiful comments, okay? All right, so first, we have Dexter Ready R4D says hi. Hi, Dexter. I believe I've seen you before, okay? And if I have, okay, welcome. I hope to see you more, okay? Welcome to the Vibe Tribe, sir, okay? Then we have Maria. Maria has some questions, and I believe I told her in the beginning of the read that, I only answer questions on certain days when Spirit says, choose a person to answer their free yes or no oracle message, okay? So she took her question away, okay? And then we have Raven White says hi. Hi, Raven. How are you, love? Okay. Then we have Susan Chin. Susan says, hey. What's up, Susan? Hey, back to you. I hope you're doing well today, okay? I hope it's all good in your neighborhood, okay? And then we have Phoenix World. Phoenix World says love and light. Hi, Phoenix, okay? Love and light to you, okay? Love and light to you, all right? Then we have Simone Cupid 1 says hi. Hi, Simone, okay? Missy Smith says this, okay? So, yeah, she's like this resonates, okay? I'm glad that the message was hitting, dear one, and that it was resonating with you. You said, will me and Josh get back together? I don't know, dear one. Hold on tight to that question. And then on the next go around, when Spirit says that, he want me to answer another free yes or no oracle message, dear one, it could be you, okay, Missy? So hold tight to your question, dear one, okay? And if it's meant for you to get your question answered, I will answer it, okay? All right, then get Josia or get Giase or Josiasi, something like that. Says love from a Gemini coming from the Netherlands. Thank you so much, love, okay? I appreciate the love and I send it right back, okay? Yeah. And then we have Shane Philemon says, not at all. I love all y'all. Okay. I'm glad that you're showing love and spreading love, Shane. Okay. Welcome. And then Blue Star Katsina or Katsina says, interesting. They probably are racist. They probably could be, dear one. You never know. Some of your hometown haters, okay? And they hate the fact that perhaps you're out the box in terms of making a different choice, a different options in terms of, who you're dating or who you choose to befriend, okay? They very well could be. Yeah. A lot of times, dear one, you don't know that a person is prejudiced or racist until they directly confront you. You could be living around people, you could be living with people, you could be around people and not even know it until something happens and Spirit is saying, hey, you need to see this, okay? So yeah, absolutely. And then we have Herman sent a flower for 30 jewels. Thank you, Herman. I appreciate that, love. Thank you so much, okay? Trisha says hi. Hi, Trisha. Sunflower or Sunflow Rose sent a very beautiful rose and a sunflower. That's very cute. And sunflowers are my favorite flowers of all time, okay? So thank you so much for that, okay? That just brings out the inner child in me. It makes me giddy, okay? And then we have Blue Star. Katsina says that hits, okay? I'm glad that the message resonated with you, dear one. I'm glad that the read resonated. Relina Ladybug says hi. Hi, Relina. I'm not sure if I've seen you before. I feel like I have. And if so, welcome, dear one, and I hope to see you more, okay? And welcome to the Vibe Tribe, okay? What's up, Cersei? Cersei is representing the Sage Squad. What's up, Sage Squad? That's right, in full effect. How are you, love? I hope that you're doing well today, okay? And then we have Happy Long says hi. Hi, Happy Long. Happy Long sent 100 for 2 jewels. Wow, thank you so much. I really appreciate that, you guys. Thank you. And then Angela Gretsch 4996 says hi. Hi, Angela. And then Blue Star, someone just sent a gift. Jet Life, thank you so much, love. I appreciate that very much. Blue Star, Katsina says delivering pizza for 20 years. Yeah, and meanwhile, dear one, they hating on you because you dare to be different, because you dare to, think outside the box and do something and show people through inspiration that there's more than one way to skin a cat, and you could do different things and you don't have to be stuck in a rut, okay? They have the audacity to be a hater. Ain't that about a bitch? Okay? I tell them all the time, dear one, don't show offense, okay? Don't take offense, take notes, bitch, okay? Yeah. If you look long enough and, put your ego to the side, you might learn something from the collective, okay? Yeah, don't take offense. Take out your pen and pad, bitch, and take notes. Come through, Spirit. Yeah. Then we have Linda Caps 9456 says hi. Hi, Linda. Okay. And then Beehive says, no, if I make money online, that wouldn't be because I personally have the ability to do it. It's because I ask for help. And that's fine, dear one. Okay. The point is that you guys have some haters out there, and whether you guys choose to do things online because you want to, or maybe some of you guys, may feel as though you have to, the choice is that you have an option. That's what it's all about. Whereas this particular hater in your hometown, dear one, they could be looking upon you and just hating on you because they feel as though you have an option that they don't have for whatever reason, okay? So it's not so much about you working online, it's the fact that certain people that's hating on you feel as though they don't have the option to do it, shall I say, and they feel as though you do, okay? Then Destiny says, that part, 100, yeah. My throat, y'all. I'm gonna hurry up and get off of here. But we have Destiny 888 says that part 100. Okay, I'm glad that the reading resonated with you, love. And she sent a jasmine for 200 jewels. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. So yeah, y'all, I got a lot of very beautiful comments here. Okay. I'm not going to get the opportunity to get to all of them on the live, but I will read all of them, dear one, after the live. Okay. And Carlissa Johnson says, speak, spirit, speak. I know that's right. Yeah, he speaks through me. And a lot of people, dear one, they hate that. So, they be trying to fuck with my throat chakra, okay? But we gonna get through it, okay? Yeah, we rebuke them. We rebuke the bitches. The message will get out, okay? Melissa Shea says, don't go back to no exes. I know that's right. They're ex for a reason, okay? Yeah, leave them go. Leave them alone. Leave them be. Leave them right where they stand and where they lay, okay? Yeah, the best things are ahead of you, dear one, not behind you, okay? Yeah, we don't do no do-overs, no circle backs. What we doing that for? You want to circle back to the same job where you're getting a lower amount of pay. You don't want to go to a new job and then circle back to an old job. Nah, we don't circle back. You don't want to go to a new neighborhood, a upscale, better neighborhood, a better community, a better zip code, better lifestyle, better options and quality of life, and go back to one from the past. You don't want to go back. Nah, we don't do no circle backs. Okay, nah. Not over him. Not over at the House of Sage. Not my wisdom seekers. I'm through, spirit. All right, dear one. So I'm going to turn it loose, you guys. Like I said, I'll read the rest of the comments, okay? So I want you guys to enjoy the rest of your beautiful day, evening, morning, noon, or night, whatever time that it is in your neck of the woods, okay? And until next time, you guys, okay, stay beautiful, stay blessed, and stay great. Peace. Your girl about to go get some tea. All right, you guys, take care.